Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Mixed Media Frenzy. And here is the layout that we will be scrap lifting today. It is a fabulous, fabulous mixed media layout. So I have pulled out my Sunkissed collection from Cocoa Vanilla Studios. You guys know I'm trying not to hoard this collection because it is so pretty, and this collection's my jam. This is like who I am, like bright, colorful. I just love these bold, vibrant, bright, colorful papers. So I'm forcing myself into making at least one layout a week using this collection. So since I am scrapbooking my son, I'm trying to go not so girly. And I'm actually thinking I'm going to use the rainbow part, right? And then I flip it over and I'm like, right? And I'm like, let's see, let me get out my little inventory binder and I'm going to find some colors that match. So I'm going to get the Mermaid Lagoon is what I believe I go with peacock feathers in the Distress Oxide Ink, which that you can pick up from Close to My Heart. I will leave a link to that below, or you can also pick that up from Brutus Monroe. I will leave that link below as well. Then I also want to grab some Nouveau Glimmer Paste, and I'm going to go with the white one. I'm not 100% sure what that is. I pull out an old Stampin' Up! Stamp set and my Brutus Monroe Alabaster White Pigment ink. And I am looking for a paper that I want to mat my photo in. So we're going to mat the photo first before, because I totally lied to you. So it wouldn't be a Rebecca Lockhart Scraps if I didn't lie at least once, right? No. So I'm going to go ahead and just get it matted right here on this black and white scrap that I had from, I don't know what layout that was from, but one of the scrap timber layouts where the prompt was black and white. And it was sitting on my desk in a little scrap pile, and I decided to use that. So I am also going to come in and mat it with a white as well, which that's just that book that I am trying to use up. And I know I am wasting a lot of it, and some people are like, oh dear Lord, but I have had that thing for eons, that paper pad. It's sarcastic. It's nothing that I would ever, I mean, I'm sarcastic, I'm not gonna lie, but I just don't find a need for that in my albums, right? So I'm going to pull out, I believe that is the peacock feathers. And I'm going to grab the Distress ink, and I'm going to go ahead and I just use my paper towel there to pull off that foam. And then I switch it up and go with, I don't even know. Let me look. I'll tell you what color that is because it's sitting right here. Hickory Smoke, to ink the edge of that white paper. And now I'm going to come in, and the inspiration piece has green trees. So that, because it's like a lake type layout, which is totally fine. Love it. We just were, not at the lake. So I decided to use tropical leaves, and I'm going to basically put my photo on, see where I want it, and then we're going to do a small and a large leaf, and I'm going to ink it once. I don't have any gesso or anything on the paper, so the ink the first time around, it does absorb in, but it has a faint outline, which I absolutely love. So I will do some double stamping, and it will get darker and look really cool in the end. So I'm just going to do a line of these fun leaves to represent the evergreens that are in the scrap lift, and I'm just using both of the leaves, being very generous with the ink, but that is like, it's a juicy little ink pad right there. Absolutely love it. And so you can kind of see that there's a faint impression here, and I'm just stamping off the page, and that is the one thing that I absolutely love about my Glassboard Studio Glass Craft mat, is I can make a mess and it cleans up ever so easily. So now I'm going to come in and I'm going to do the double stamping, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, all right, where I overlapped them, you could tell, I was like, okay, it is going to show up crazy, so my head is going to come in the way, and look at that. It is so pretty. And now I'm not spot on because I'm not like trying to go right over it, but I am fairly close to the original stamp, so I'm absolutely loving the way that this turned out. And I'm going to, like I said, do the double stamps. So while I get that finished up, I want to remind you, it's Mixed Media Frenzy Friday. And just in case anybody wanted to know, the last Friday of every month, we do a hop and all our crafty friends can join along. So if you join the Facebook group, the Mixed Media Frenzy Facebook group, which I will have linked below, and you want to play along with our hop at the end of the month, you are more than welcome to. Just join the Facebook group and you will be able to see what the inspiration is we will use, like I said, last Friday of every month, and you can play along. But also, I will have all my Mixed Media Frenzy gal pals listed down below. Check them out. Okay, so now this is the Distress Oxide Ink, so you will notice I am using the packaging technique, and it's juicy as well, and it kind of turns white because it's oxidizing when I add water to it. So I am going to squish that all around the top and bottom, making it just a tad bit not square because it's kind of like, no gesso. It's soaking right into the paper almost instantaneously. So I'm just putting like a base layer down. I know the original had a white background, but I do white backgrounds all the time for mixed media. So I kind of like doing it on a colored background, right? It's kind of cool. So we get that all down, and then I'm going to come in with the glacier paste, and I do have just this little itty bitty stencil. I have no idea where that is from. I think it's from a 12 by 12 sheet that I cut apart at one time, so it'd be easier to use on cards, and it works. So it's just these little bitty squares, and I'm just going to put 3 of these right around the page. The only thing that you have to be a little careful of is the Distress Oxide reacts when it gets wet, right? So I don't want to try to pick too much back up and put it into that container. Otherwise, it's going to, color the whites. It actually does. It kind of, the end result is really cool. Like, it kind of goes iridescent and it picks up some of that peacock feathers. So it is dry now, and as you can see, it did kind of turn a little yellow, but it's kind of cool. I'm absolutely loving it. So I do take these Brutus Monroe, and these are, they're called Fabulous Fibers, and I am just, and it's in the peacock, and they have a whole bunch of them, but it's kind of like an iridescent little, I don't even know how to describe it. So I just take a whole bunch of them, and I'm going to spread them out so that they kind of fall underneath my photo. And I'm going to put a lot of mixed media on my little photo here because I want to make sure that it sticks down to the mixed media, the glacier paste, and the Fabulous Fibers. So I'm going to come in and we are going to put the title on. I do have to pop a couple of the little inner bits right on out. So I get that done. I'm going to add just a little bit of liquid glue because I'm going over all kinds of mixed media. So I just want to make sure it sticks. And I am using the pre-made titles from the Cocoa Vanilla Studios. And it says, "These Sweet Days." And I'm just trying to figure out where I might want that. So I'm going to nestle that in between those two glacier paste areas. Now I did come in, I think I did it off screen though, and I took my Dana Wakley gloss spray and did a whole bunch of splatters in the turquoise. And then I'm going to come in and embellish. So I've got all the embellishments that I want to use right over to the right hand side of my desk. And I'm just going to pick up some of these little word phrases and bits and just try to layer them up underneath the days as it has in the sketch. I'm going to stick a palm tree on each side of the picture because there are palm trees in the background. So, it actually makes sense. He's just holding the crocagator. And I'm going to go ahead and basically just build my clusters right up in this area. I'm going to put this right up at the top. I felt like it needed just a smidge of something up there. I'm going to put this cute little phrase right over here because there was a You probably can't see it on the video, excuse me, but there was a space between where the mixed media end and the photo began, so I just filled it up. So I did go ahead and take all the hearts out of the collection, because you guys already have the, what is it, the These Days or whatever, the newest Coco Vanilla Studio collection. I already got one of those, and I haven't even touched it yet because I'm like, oh, I got too much fun goodies, right? I get all of those hearts down. I'm going to come back in with the little puffy stickers, and I'm going to add one of the puffy hearts right next to one of the paper hearts, just to jazz it up and add a bit of color, pops of color here and there. I'm just making sure that no light color is next to another like color. And I'm going to continuously get that down. So, my little disclaimer, I will have all my affiliate links down below. I have the Close to My Heart website, my Brutus Monroe affiliate link, the Glassboard Studios. If you use Rebecca20, you'll get 20% off anything in their store, and Confessions of a Paper Addict. So that's going to do it for my layout. I will see you guys tomorrow with another layout. Bye.